country criticizing these referees. But more importantly, they're holding Kathy accountable. Kathy Engelbert is the commissioner of the league. She has yet to release a statement, yet to step in to address these WNBA referees. And it's looking like many people could be petitioning for Adam Silver to possibly step in and get rid of Kathy, dog. At this point, Caitlin Clark is getting hurt damn near every week. And it's looking intentional.
New footage surfaced roughly 24 hours after the Boston game, shedding fresh light on how Caitlin Clark may have re-aggravated her groin injury. The clip has sparked serious concern among fans and renewed criticism of the league's officiating standards. Many supporters have gone quiet online, with some even planning to resell or give away their All-Star game tickets in frustration. Although no official update on Clark's condition has been released, analysts believe an announcement is imminent based on her visible discomfort during the game, a moment that has reignited debate about player safety in the WNBA.
Intentional. At least that's what it's looking like from this footage that was released today. So there was new footage that has come out of potentially, I'm going to say allegedly, Jacy Sheldon kneeing Caitlin Clark in the groin. Yes, kneeing her in the groin. Let's head on over to X. Check out this footage right now because this is looking spooky, man. So this is the clip that was released yesterday.
Officiating during the game has faced intense backlash from fans and analysts worldwide, with many demanding that Commissioner Kathy Engelbert address the growing concerns surrounding refereeing in Caitlin Clark's games. The league's silence has only fueled frustration, prompting some to suggest that NBA Commissioner Adam Silver may need to intervene. Clark's recurring injuries, now seemingly happening almost every week, have heightened alarm among supporters and commentators alike. The consistency and nature of these incidents have sparked heated debate over whether the contact she endures is purely accidental or part of a troubling pattern that the WNBA can no longer afford to ignore.
So this is the clip that was released yesterday. Well, I want you guys to watch this. How CC got injured, refs aftermath. So there's a referee standing right there. We all can see. Look, Jacy Sheldon knees CC in the groin. Can you guys see this right here? You guys see that? That is a knee. Jacy Sheldon's knee is all the way fully, her whole leg is fully extended off the ground into Caitlin Clark's hand.
Newly released footage appears to show Jacy Sheldon making clear knee contact with Caitlin Clark's groin during the Boston matchup. The video captures a referee standing nearby at the moment of impact, raising serious questions about the official's awareness and failure to respond. In the clip, Sheldon's knee is fully extended, striking Clark's midsection and groin, after which Clark immediately grabs the affected area in visible pain. She can then be seen approaching the referee to discuss the incident, but the official remains unresponsive. Notably, the same referee was also involved in several other disputed calls throughout the game, intensifying scrutiny of the league's officiating standards.
Her whole leg is fully extended off the ground into Caitlin Clark's hand and groin area. You clearly see that. She immediately grabs her groin. She knows she's hurt. She knows she's hurt. Confronts the referee, but he doesn't care. It's the same referee. No, hold on.
The timing of Caitlin Clark's latest injury is especially troubling given her status as one of the WNBA's biggest stars and primary drivers of attendance and TV ratings. Her health is vital to the league's momentum and continued growth. Early reports suggest this injury may be more serious than her previous groin strain, with some unofficial sources hinting at a possible tear. If confirmed, it would mark a significant setback and raise major doubts about her availability for the upcoming All-Star events, intensifying concern among fans, sponsors, and league officials alike.
This is not the same footage.
And that was real.
But here's another angle from a fan's point of view of what happened. Watch this. So this was actually inside the stadium.
The All-Star Court in Indianapolis is ready, but doubts remain about Caitlin Clark's ability to take part. A serious injury this close to All-Star Weekend would be a worst-case scenario for both Clark and the league. The Indiana Fever's silence has only fueled speculation, leaving fans uneasy and searching for answers. Supporters are now anxiously awaiting an official update on Clark's condition and her potential availability for upcoming games.
Just unfortunate, man. I said this last night, man. What if Caitlin Clark was your daughter, your relative, and just to see the treatment she has been receiving is completely beyond me, man. I don't know how many videos should be made. I don't know how many times. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to tell y'all to, hey, man, we got to speak up.
The growing string of incidents involving Caitlin Clark has raised serious concerns that go far beyond individual games, sparking broader questions about league leadership and player safety. Commissioner Cathy Engelbert's continued silence has intensified public criticism and renewed demands for accountability at the highest levels of the WNBA. The ongoing debate now centers on whether the league's current officiating standards and protective measures are sufficient to safeguard its top talent. Clark's collision with Jacy Sheldon is just the latest in a troubling series of questionable contacts that have led to injuries, fueling speculation about possible targeting. The accumulation of these events has deeply unsettled fans and reignited scrutiny over how the league handles its rising stars.
Hey, man, we got to speak up and speak out. At this point, they don't even care if we speak out. At this point, they don't even care, bro. It's like this league don't give a fuck about Caitlin, bro. And it's crazy because she's the one bringing all the viewers. You would think, bro, they'll be able to somehow.
The timing of Caitlin Clark's injuries, especially so close to major events like All-Star Weekend, has fueled growing frustration among fans and analysts. The possibility of her missing or being limited in key showcase games due to preventable injuries has amplified criticism of the league's officiating and safety standards. Supporters have become increasingly vocal, demanding systemic reforms to better protect players. Their deep emotional investment in Clark's health has turned each new incident into a flashpoint of outrage and concern across the basketball community.
They'll be able to somehow figure out a way to get these referees in order, bro. Yeah. So the All-Star Court is set in Indy. This has been released about a minute ago. So as you guys can see here, we're setting up for All-Star. It's just unfortunate, man. So the court is now.
The timing of Caitlin Clark's injuries, especially so close to major events like All-Star Weekend, has fueled growing frustration among fans and analysts. The possibility of her missing or being limited in key showcase games due to preventable injuries has amplified criticism of the league's officiating and safety standards. Supporters have become increasingly vocal, demanding systemic reforms to better protect players. Their deep emotional investment in Clark's health has turned each new incident into a flashpoint of outrage and concern across the basketball community.
Currently 5:54 in the morning. I got this video, I got the Aaliyah Boston, Tina Charles Haymaker video, and I have a video talking about something with the WNBA media just making up that Sanaya Rivers got assaulted by a fan. I have those three videos ready to get up in the morning once I wake up, and obviously the old Mazian video based on his, how he played. So yeah, lads, let's take a look at this clip, and this clip is crazy. So, Caitlin Clark is Having a normal conversation with the referee. A normal conversation.
It's currently 5:54 in the morning, and I've got several videos lined up for upload once I wake up. There's the Aaliyah Boston Tina Charles Haymaker video, another covering the WNBA media's false story about Sia Rivers supposedly being assaulted by a fan, and of course, the one about Mazian's performance. But right now, let's focus on this clip, because it's absolutely wild. Caitlin Clark is simply having a normal, calm conversation with the referee. Nothing heated, nothing out of line, just a standard exchange. And yet, what happens next completely changes the tone of the entire situation.
Having a normal conversation with the referee. A normal conversation. They're talking. The ref says something to her, and they're talking. And then the ref says something to her here, and she's like, what? And as soon as the ref says that, he's walking away, and she loses it. She's absolutely losing it. I think Brianne January went very overboard, by the way, with, yanking Caitlin Clark by the jersey. But this is Brianne.
Caitlin Clark began by calmly engaging the referee in a routine discussion about a play, maintaining her usual composed demeanor. However, the exchange took a sharp turn when the official made a comment that appeared to cross professional boundaries. Clark's reaction was immediate and unmistakable. Her calmness gave way to visible frustration as she confronted the referee over the remark. What started as a standard conversation quickly escalated into an emotional exchange, underscoring the seriousness of whatever was said and the apparent breach of professional conduct.
Yanking Caitlin Clark by the jersey, but this is Brianne January. Like I don't know. I don't like how physical these coaches are with Caitlin Clark. I don't like it. It's something that I know people want to talk about, but I really don't like it. I'm going to make an entire video about that where it's like, look, Caitlin Clark's probably okay with it. I don't think she's got a problem with her coach. And at the end of the day, look, anyone's allowed to have an opinion on whatever it is when it comes to teams. I just don't like it. But,
Assistant coach Brianne January stepped in, physically restraining Caitlin Clark by grabbing her jersey in an effort to prevent the situation from escalating further. The forceful nature of the intervention has sparked debate about whether such physical restraint was necessary or appropriate in that emotional moment. Despite the interruption, Clark remained visibly upset, continuing to pursue the referee and attempting to engage in further discussion. Her persistence reflected a strong determination to address what she perceived as improper conduct. According to witnesses, Clark even threatened to escalate the matter by contacting league officials, specifically mentioning Sue Bird, head of WNBA referee performance evaluation, demonstrating her confidence that the league's oversight would validate her concerns about the referee's behavior.
Staring at the Aaliyah Boston Haymaker and did nothing. And then the other referee who stared at Sophie Cunningham getting the swipe to the face. This was one of the worst referee games. And I actually feel bad for the Connecticut Sun, because the Connecticut Sun got screwed. Because the referees literally went and, the Connecticut Sun they defended Caitlin one way the entire game, and the referees were biting their whistle.
Player safety has become a secondary concern under the league's current officiating approach. Officials often prioritize maintaining game flow and asserting authority over protecting athletes, allowing dangerous plays to go unaddressed. The Indiana Fever's recent winning streak has been repeatedly overshadowed by officiating controversies, suggesting systemic flaws rather than isolated mistakes. These recurring issues highlight the urgent need for a full review of referee training and evaluation practices. Caitlin Clark's growing frustration mirrors the wider sentiment among players who feel forced to confront officials directly because consistent mismanagement has left them without proper protection or accountability.